Labour Party reacts as P2B supporters rally in London. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. The official page of the Labour Party has reacted as P2B supporters in diaspora rally in London. The rally, which was held by a support group of P2B nicknamed Obidients under the United Kingdom Coalition for Obidients, have started dozens of reactions as videos and photos from the rally made rounds on social media. Taken to their verified Twitter handle, the Labour Party shared one of the clips from the rally as they expressed their gratitude to Nigerians in London. The tweet reads thus: We have passionate Nigerians in the diaspora, very determined to see Nigeria work again. Thanks Nigeria in London for such massive solidarity. Meanwhile, the supporters of P2B are simultaneously holding rallies in Lagos, Bauchi, Kaduna, Edo State, Aba, Warri, and Asaba. The rallies, which are held in different parts of the country, have caused heavy gridlock as thousands of P2B supporters storm busy roads in the solidarity march. Believe me, I have never seen something like this in a very long while. Like, whenever I read something like this, it gladdens my heart. Okay, somebody here is saying these people are for independence and not Obi. Really? In this country, youth come out to celebrate Independence Day. For what? Is it for Gary? Is it for Eba? Is it for beans? Is it for Dudu? No. I have people who youths, many of them, before Independence Day, that's September 30th, they are going to send a message. Some will post it on their status, or will post it on their Facebook. Do not send me happy independence, because there is nothing to be happy about this country. But all of a sudden, these rallies are now correlating with the day Nigeria has independence. You know, it is something that gladdens my heart, sincerely, to see people who are really wanting, as in to see people who now want that the country to get to be better. And they're not just wanting it. They are wanting to do everything possible. They're wanting to do everything possible so that Nigeria is going to get better. They want to take back the country. I have not seen something like this before. For those who are wanting to say, okay, this was the same thing that happened, during 2015 or 2015 election, I would say this is not true. This is not what happened. People did not come outside, use their time, use their resources, gather themselves together to say, give us Buhari. No. It's not true. People who came out that time and were pushing for Buhari that time were politicians and members of the parties, members of the APC. This one, we are talking about Nigerians all over the world saying this is the person they want. This is the person that they have seen will make Nigeria better for them, will set Nigeria on a path of progressive and productive growth. Okay. And why holding rallies is good? Holding rallies is good. Holding rallies is nice. Creating awareness, showing support for your candidate is good. But the best thing ever, that is the most important thing, is to make sure you make yourself available on that day. Come to the free for voting. Because INEC is not going to count your attendance at rallies. INEC will not count your reactions to posts, your likes and posts, your comments on posts. INEC will not count your comments. INEC is going to count only vote on that day. That is why it is very, very essential, even as you go out to cast your vote. You also you go out to rally to show support for your favorite. You should also make it a date that come 2023 general elections, that we come out to do the same thing, to come out to vote for your favorite. And this is my reminder that the way we are pushing for a good president, if you do not have a good governor, if you don't have competent governors, if you don't have competent people around all elective positions, governorship positions, local government chairman, councillor, senate, House of Reps members, State House of Assembly, all those people. If we not get people where we say then they competent, make I switch now to a Nigerian vernacular. If you not get people where we say then they competent around, it is going to be a difficult task. It is going to be a little bit better if all people in elective positions are thinking alike. They are go-getters and they really want the country to be better. They have this hunger that Nigeria should be better in our time. They want their name to be written down in history, that once upon a time in 2023, they came into power and they made things really work. Sincerely, Now the kind of people go put in on. So in as much as we're putting all the whole attention on this presidential election, it is really good, but we should not forget, we should not omit, the same way you are coming out for presidential election, it is the same way governorship election is that important, because governorship election at the end of the day will even affect you more, and even the local government chairman. So we should make sure that at the end of the day, we do not neglect those ones, because in as much as presidential is important, these ones are also important. Make sure in picking someone who's going to be your governor, you pick somebody who really hunger. Somebody will be saying, using a hand put, you understand? Make sure you turn out that day for governorship elections, for, state house of assembly, senate, all people will represent us, so that if we put them there, if we come outside and make sure we vote for these people, I tell you, we're going to be able to hold them accountable. We are going to be listening to presidential candidates. We should at the same time create time to listen to all this kind of governorship aspirants as well, local government aspirants, those who wants to represent their people in the constituency, in the House of Assembly, state, in the Federal House of Assembly or National House. We should make sure we listen to them as well, so that we'll be able to pick the best of the best. So that just like in an organization, you have people who are working for one purpose. You have the data department, you have the customer service department, you have the marketing department, you have the product department, you have the project department. All those things. You understand? Their own goal, the number one goal collectively is to make sure that organization keeps moving forward, and that is what we should do. We should make sure we put in some people who have the same goal as the president, somebody who is also people who are also competent. And we too, let us know that in making Nigeria better, we also have a part to play. We have a part to play in that your small office. How is Nigeria better with your small office? Are you the kind of person that whenever they come to your office, for you to do the work you're assigned to, they have to moist your fingers? There's some organizations you go in, they employ them for work and they pay them more. But you see, you go there and it will seem as if you're the one paying their salaries. Then go extort from you that day until you go come off of that place. So we have a whole lot to do as a country. Yes, it is true that our leaders are the ones who have stiffened a lot of things, but we still have a part to play. Number one part is to make sure we get our PVCs and vote for these people. Number two is make sure we are citizens. We should make sure we do our own little part. How do we make Nigeria better for each and every one of us? If every one of us know they give bribe or they take bribe, then at the end of the day, you go say ordinarily, you go know, say, if I go to this office, so this is what I'm going to do. If you're going to look for work, if they say, now this amount, they go pay you. If it suits you, start working. And so when they say, okay, somebody comes to your office and wants you to do that job you're paid for, or you're interviewed for, you're not going to need more extent of hands. So if person don't give, but nobody go take. And if nobody don't take, nobody go give. Please, let us vote wisely this time around. All right, on this note, we've come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time. Enjoy.